Hey everybody, happy Thursday. That slide was for you, Matt Dose. Thoughts go to you and Liz. I know your house burned down, well, part of it burned down, but everybody's safe. So anyway, thinking of you guys. So we're gonna show you a favorite of ours that I've never done in the Instant Pot before. We're gonna give it a go because we got some time on our hands, and this is probably one of our family's favorite meals, mainly because this one we'll make a massive tray full of food. We even have a little side one that we're gonna make and either freeze or give away, you never know. But yeah, it's easy, mainly because this one, in this time right now, I think it comes to like maybe $1.50 per serving per person, which is really cool. And it's incredibly delicious and healthy. So what the heck, hey? 3 wins. So really quickly, put it on saute. We're gonna show you the quick version, maybe a tablespoon of olive oil. Then like every other meal I feel like we make, 1 medium onion. I hope this one works because we've never done it this way before. Maybe a cup and a half of celery. And then a heck of a lot of garlic, as much as you can handle. For us, with our kids, they're used to it now. So I'm gonna say, what's a safe amount for you? Maybe 6 cloves of garlic. It depends how big it's gonna be, right? So we're just gonna let that saute for a bit. I'm gonna do this on speed version, mainly because with the Instant Pot, you don't have to worry so much that everything is perfectly done. And then we're gonna show you the quick hack to kind of do this all at once because times are running low and I wanna get the sucker in the oven. So, one thing we've done to make this a little bit less expensive is, well, when anything like ground turkey or things that we're using all the time, we use ground turkey for our spaghetti, anything like that. If this is on for $4, I'm gonna buy this because in all honesty, this $4 piece of turkey, and I find meat's usually one of the most expensive things for us, is for $4, this is gonna make, you know, at least 8 to 10 servings. I mean, what's that, 50 cents, 40 cents per serving worth of the meat? So that's where we save a lot of money. And we don't usually eat a lot of red meat. We tend to eat a lot of ground turkey, and we're starting to cut it even more with lentils and things like that. So there's your frozen turkey. Again, this is frozen, which is really cool. Put that right in there with everything else. Don't worry, I'll wash my hands after that. Now, to season this, you're gonna do a couple things. The first thing we're gonna do, generally most shepherd's pie, you're gonna look for a little Worcestershire. Yeah, I know, I don't know how to say it. And I mentioned the UK friends at the beginning. Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. You'd think after 5 years of doing this, I'd know how to pronounce that. And everybody's gonna come on and tell me Worcestershire sauce. And then you can use a little bit of tarragon, some thyme. Again, you can't mess up shepherd's pie, I find. You can put whatever seasoning that you like in it. We've got one spice that we got from some friends. It's a mixture of everything. I'm gonna put that in there. And then to get this to pressure, we've got some no salt added chicken stock. I'm gonna put that in there. Now, normally you only need a cup, right? But because we're putting the lentils in there, we're probably gonna put a little bit more just because we're gonna want it to cook, right? So for this, you're looking at about, we've got a whole container. So that's probably gonna be enough, maybe 3 cups of liquid. And then we've got 1 cup of your basic brown lentils. This, Esme actually asks for this by itself, which is really cool. So we've got the brown lentils, maybe a cup of that. You're gonna wanna put that on the top because you don't wanna put the beans on the bottom or they could burn. Depending on how much liquid you want in there, you could maybe add a little bit more. I'm probably looking at it now. I'm gonna add an extra cup. So maybe 4 cups of liquid. And the cool part about it, again, you can't add too much because what we're gonna do afterwards is you're gonna reduce that down. After everything's done, we're gonna take out the potatoes and the cauliflower, and then we're just gonna reduce it after we add the vegetables. So really quickly, that's in there. What I'm then gonna do, I'll add the seasoning right now. May as well cook it in there. So your Worcestershire sauce. Hey, Kimberly. For that one, oh, perfect. It's the first time I've used this one. For that one, you're probably going to look at maybe a tablespoon of that. Salt and pepper, depending on how your kids are, we'll probably do we probably won't add any salt to that. So for pepper, depending on how spicy your kids can handle it, maybe a teaspoon of pepper, 1 or 2 teaspoons. And then again, this is our rosemary, thyme, sage kind of mix. You can add poultry seasoning, you can add whatever you want really to it. So maybe a tablespoon of that going in there. And that's gonna be part of the base. So here's the other part that I've never done before that I'm gonna try. Take your trivet, put that right on top, and then I'm gonna take cauliflower. So what we do for the top, you don't have to do this, but we use a whole head of cauliflower along with the potatoes. We kind of cut it half and half. Not that potatoes are bad for you, but cauliflower is much better, right? So these are the tiny tweaks that we teach all our clients, just little ones that add up to a big change at the end. So what I'm gonna do is put that cauliflower in there right on top of the trivet. And then when I'm done, I'll be able to take that right out once everything's done. So, and then I'm gonna add our potatoes, probably as much as I can fit in there. And I'm just gonna put those on top of the trivet around the cauliflower. You're looking at maybe 6 to 8 potatoes. Oh, there's a whole one in there. Oh, well. Normally, if you're talking cauliflower, I'm just gonna put them all in because the kids can always have mashed potatoes later, even if there's too many. Normally when we're talking cauliflower, you're not gonna wanna put cauliflower in for 25 minutes, or potatoes for that matter. But because we're gonna mash them, all that goodness is gonna go right back into the liquid, into the beef, or the ground turkey, so we're not gonna miss any of it. So that's it for that part. You're gonna lock that. I'm gonna put it on for, where are we here? Let's go for 25 minutes because it's frozen. Normally, if your ground beef isn't frozen, you're gonna look at, for our spaghetti, we normally do anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. So that's that. Now here's the next step. That's really basic, super simple. There we go. Once that's done, I'm gonna take the cauliflower and the potato with a little bit of milk. You can put in some Parmesan cheese, you can put in some garlic. I found this really amazing spice. Hey Jane, garlic mashed potatoes. And I'm gonna put that mixed in with the top, maybe sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese in the top. So that's gonna be your top whipped. Yeah, it's gonna be really good. Hey, thanks, Cindy. So that's gonna be the topping instead of just plain. You could add butter. The recipe says for like a stick of butter. You don't need to add the butter. Trust me, if you're gonna add a little bit of cheese, the cauliflower and the potatoes, it tastes just as good without it. So that's gonna be that part. And then what we'll do is once we take that out and create the top, the beef that's in the bottom with the lentils, what I'll do, and this is again, we have leftover frozen veggies in the freezer. I don't even know what's in this one. Oh, it's good. It's your basics, carrots, peas, green beans. And then I've also have some leftover edamame, and I'm gonna put that in there. Just reduce it on the bottom. You can lay that on the bottom of your pan, the whipped on the top, and then put it in the oven and bake it for, again, it depends how hot your oven is, but for us, we'll probably do it for about 20 minutes. And there you go. You've got an amazing meal. That's gonna last us for at least 3 days. The kids seem to love it, and it's really economical. Like I said, you're looking at maybe $1.50 per serving for that, okay? So hopefully you like that. We've got some more other ones coming up for you that we hope you like. We're gonna try and focus on some more budget-friendly ones for this time, and hopefully that helps you guys, okay? Have a good day.